Director of The Flash, Andy Muschietti, took to Instagram today to share this tease at Michael Keaton's new Batsuit for the upcoming The Flash movie, which will star Ezra Miller as The Flash, Ben Affleck as the Batman, Michael Keaton as the Batman, Sasha Calle as Supergirl, Kiersey Clemons is making a return, as well as Iris West. Look, I'm looking forward to this movie, and this was a pretty cool tease today. It looks like that Michael Keaton's Batman will get an upgrade, and it makes sense, because how long ago were the Burton movies? Years and years have passed by, and every single Batman that we've seen has upgraded their suit here and there, added colour, took away some stuff, you know. So I'm very excited to see what Michael Keaton has been up to for the last 30 years with his Batman suits, and if he's still fighting crime. Now, the yellow is very, very bright here. Really bright. And many people were thinking, is this a hint towards Watchmen, the Doomsday Clock, which I'll get to. Now, was Batman eating a donut, or did he beat up some criminal that deserved it? I don't know. But is this a hint from Andy Muschietti, the director, that the Flash movie will be R-rated? Now, that's not completely out of the question, because Birds of Prey was R-rated, the Joker movie was R-rated, talks that Matt Reeves' The Batman could be R-rated as well, Zack Snyder's Justice League was R-rated too, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Flash movie is R-rated. The only thing that's probably holding it back is that they maybe don't want to make an R-rated Batman movie, which is probably the case, so it will probably push the edge as far as it can go, but I don't think it will be a full rated R The Flash movie, because The Flash has a huge fan base as well, and they want to make as much money as they can. But I'm interested to see Michael Keaton to return, to see what he's been up to. Ben Affleck, I hope Ben Affleck's in a large majority of the movie. Not large, but when he's in it, I mean, I want it to make sense. I want it to be worthy. I just don't want him for 2 seconds and then he's gone. I want him to do something cool. He's my Batman. He's my favourite Batman of all time, which is pretty cool. Now, he's not going to be in all the movie. Michael Keaton probably is. He's going to get the most screen time with Ezra Miller. Whatever happens to the Flashpoint paradox, they go through a different timeline. He ends up in the Burtonverse. I don't know how long he stays there, or if he brings Michael Keaton into the main DCEU. I'm not too sure, but it's exciting. And I don't think that Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck would sign on to this movie unless the script was pretty solid, was pretty good. So I think Andy Muschietti will do a pretty good job. I like It Chapter 1 and 2. So let's see how this goes. Many people are against the movie because of what's happening behind the scenes of Warner Brothers and the Mataverse and things like that. But I'm excited for this movie because I like Andy Muschietti, I like the actors, and I like the characters. I don't have to like Walter Hamada or Toby Emmerich to be excited for this movie or to support Warner Brothers 100%. You know, I want to watch this movie. I like these characters. I love these characters so much. I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Now, Michael Keaton is a pretty badass Batman. I love Batman Returns. Ben Affleck's my favourite. Now, this image, you know, it reminded me of the Doomsday Clock. And many people were talking online, is it a reference towards Watchmen? Because, you know, the clock, Doomsday Clock, DC had a crossover with Watchmen as well. You know, Manhattan was killing every single superhero or stuff like that because he's the most powerful. So it will be interesting. And like, I don't think this is going to be a crossover with the Watchmen universe that Zack Snyder created or the comics or anything like that. But I think it will have maybe the aesthetic of something like that. It will play with the Doomsday Clock element, you know, in terms of, is the world ending? Is the Doomsday Clock coming? But Barry has to fix everything before the clock hits midnight, something like that. That could be pretty cool. And maybe Andy Muschietti takes inspiration from Zack Snyder's Watchmen or Damon Lindelof's Watchmen or, you know, the comic books, maybe the graphic novels. Now, of course, these images were released a few weeks ago as well, showing Bruce Wayne. Which Bruce Wayne, I'm not too sure. But could something like this happen? Could Dr. Manhattan show up in the Flash movie for just a second? Look, no bets are off right now because of Michael Keaton returning. And who knows who else is going to appear in the Flash movie. Remember, guys, he's going through different timelines. He's messing with the Flashpoint paradox. Who knows what kind of character could show up? So I'm not ruling out Dr. Manhattan at all, but I thought this was a pretty cool tease from Andy Muschietti today. It's just the bright yellow got us thinking, Watchmen, Watchmen. It could mean nothing, of course, but it could mean something too. So we'll have to wait until the first trailer comes out at least. But when that first trailer comes out, I'm expecting the visual style of maybe Watchmen. You know, either from Zack Snyder's world or the graphic novel, because there is some similarities there, and Flash, of course, has appeared in both worlds before in some capacity. So it's very exciting, it's very interesting, and I thought this was a nice little tease today. I would like a similar one with Ben Affleck's Batman. That would be awesome. That would just be insane. That would get me revved up. Don't forget, Sasha Calle as Supergirl is appearing as well, so that's going to be fascinating. What world does she come from? Does she come from the Burtonverse or a different Earth, or what's exactly going on with her. That's going to be interesting to find that out. And it looks like that she's going to be having short black hair as well. Didn't think that would happen, but something different. So I'm excited to see all these characters come together. Of course, I would hope that Ray Fisher will make an appearance in some capacity, but we'll have to see how that goes. He was in more of the script before, but then was written out of it because of the situation with Walter Hamada. But look, we're getting Michael Keaton, we're getting Ben Affleck, we're getting Sasha Calle as Supergirl, we're getting The Flash, we're getting Iris West, we're getting Henry Allen, even though he's been recast as well, which I'm kind of disappointed about, because that would have been cool. Billy Crudup played Dr. Manhattan. Oh my god, they could have did something awesome. That's pretty annoying, but we'll have to see how this movie goes. What is Flash going to do to the timeline? What is he going to do to the DCEU? I hope it's not to reboot or shit on Zack Snyder's world. For me, that would be very disrespectful. And I don't think that Ben Affleck would sign on to a script that would do that. So that gives me hope that this script is pretty good and it shows the previous movies in good light on Zack Snyder's world. But guys, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this first look at Michael Keaton's new Batman suit. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. Get down below.